Alright, good news on the Dying Light 2 front, guys. The new update 1.4 is going to be here tomorrow for all platforms. So PlayStation, Xbox, PC, you guys are going to have access to this. Come tomorrow, it's free content. It's not a DLC. It's just more free stuff from Techland. We've been talking about 1.4 for a little while, so let's get right into it. Let's see what Techland has to say about this new update. Alright, now one thing I'm going to do here is I'm not going to break down every single patch note and everything like that, guys. I'm just going to give you what the features are for this new chapter and give you my thoughts on this thing. So first off, they said, welcome to the first Dying Light 2 Stay Human chapter. You're going to assist Harper, a Night Runner of old, in his efforts to combat the new special infected that are endangering the people of the city in exchange for access to never before seen equipment. Sweet, sounds pretty good, right? Alright, let's go to the features real quick, guys. Chapter Agent. You meet Harper, a former Night Runner that acts as your link to the new features. You find him at the fisheye, and you're going to assist him in taking down the infected. New rank system. Discover a system that strengthens the bond between you and the agent by carrying out his tasks. So if you want to be BFFs with this guy, basically that's what's going to happen, guys. Or at least that's the way it sounds to me. You're going to strengthen your bond with this new rank system, and you're just going to carry out as many tasks as you can, or until you get bored of it. Next is daily and weekly bounties. You're going to face the infected head on in a series of daily and weekly night activities that are going to earn you reputation points upon completion. Now, it's kind of interesting take on this bounty thing, because it doesn't say anything about NPCs, and all these activities are at nighttime, none are during the day. So they're taking it in a little bit of a different direction than I thought, or maybe I would have. But again, I'm going to hold off judgment on this whole thing until I actually play tomorrow. So the bounties, they're daily, they're weekly, and they are at night, and they're not against NPCs, they're only against zombies, but there's probably a good reason for that. Now, the new zombies and special infected, I think, is the biggest reason to get excited, or one of the biggest reasons to be excited for the new update. Alright, it says new enemies. Meet the deadly and fierce mutated infected called the Volatile Tyrant and the Volatile Hives. Now, these Volatile Hives sound very similar to the first game, like the Volatile Nest, but I'm not sure it's going to be quite the same, and I have a feeling that Harper, where Harper sends you to, or for these different missions that he gives you, is probably where you're going to find the new Volatiles and the Volatile Hives. I'm not sure they're going to be spread across the game through every corner. It just doesn't seem like something Techland would do, but again, we're going to find out tomorrow. And then the last thing is the chapter mission. In this mission, you're going to have to endure time trials that are going to test your stealth, parkour, and combat skills to the limit. Now, my thought on this, guys, is I am not really a big fan of the whole parkour missions or challenges, and it sounds like that's what we're getting. We're getting more parkour challenges, and this time they're adding stealth and combat into it. I'm just not a big fan of the whole time limit, time trial, parkour missions, and now stealth and combat ones, but I mean, I'll give it a shot when it comes out tomorrow. Like, I'll test it and see if it's any good, but I just have a feeling the chapter mission may not be for me unless they're going to give me some really cool badass rewards, and that's just my opinion. You let me know what you think of that. Obviously, they're adding the photo mode, which is really cool, guys, so you guys will be able to take some really cool screenshots with the photo mode, and there is a ton of bug fixes and game updates, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will highlight just a couple. Alright, one of the biggest things, guys, is they fixed the fog, the dust that's present in the city after completing the game. Only the affected terrain will be around the TV station area. I swear, this is like the second time they fixed the fog in this game. Everyone hates the fog, and you would also think that after like the buildings blow up, after some time passes, the dust would settle. But again, they're fixing this, guys, so if you don't like the fog in the game, they are going to fix this. Now, the cool one is they're fixing an issue that caused volatiles and virals to not be affected by the UV flashlight. Here I was, I thought the UV flashlight may have been nerfed, but it looks like it may have been an issue, so that's being fixed. Improved player reaction to volatile hits. Fixed one-handed power attack animations, and this is interesting to me. Special infected are harder to kill with ranged weapons, and what I'm thinking, guys, is they are nerfing the Doom shotgun. They don't say anything about arrow retrieval on this. We're gonna have to wait and see if we can retrieve our arrows, because that is something that Timon did mention that will be in 1.4, and I'm not seeing it here in the patch notes. But why special infected are now harder to kill with ranged weapons, to me it just screams them nerfing the Doom shotgun, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Alright, a lot of co-op update fixes, UI fixes, technical updates, which is definitely big for you console players, because they fixed a ton of stuff for PlayStation and Xbox, so you should have better performance and stability with the game after this update. Fingers crossed on that the Q&A testers tested this thing properly this time. Last couple updates that Techland did release for Dying Light 2 introduced a few bugs that were very present. A lot of people experienced those bugs, and it wasn't the greatest thing, so I really hope they tested it out properly. But that's it, guys. This is kind of my take, or my first impressions on some of the new features, and I really need to get in here and test this thing out. So come tomorrow, download the update, update. I'm gonna try the thing out for at least a couple hours, 2 to 3 hours, and get a sense like how good this thing really is, and then I'll make my final judgment. Right now it looks okay, and I love all the fixes and updates and things that they're doing so far. I love the work that Techland is doing, by the way. I just hope this content is good and it's gonna last us until the DLC, which is now in September. All right, everyone, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Those are my first thoughts and impressions reading through some of this stuff. Again, come tomorrow, gotta download this update. Fingers crossed that it's actually good. Let me know what you guys think on all this. Definitely drop a like on the video, that'd be awesome, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I remember. It's been 15 years since the fall. 15 dark years of terror every night. Not one person stood a chance against the hordes until they came along. The Night Runners. I was one of them. We injected ourselves with inhibitors. That's when the blood starts to boil. You sweat like a pig. All done to enhance your strength, stamina, and agility. It was worth it, even if it came at the risk of death. I remember every medicine we hand-delivered, every run-in with the Horde. We were like brothers. Until it all went to shit. The VNC massacre. Most of us perished. Those who survived the event abandoned their posts. Traumatized, we scattered. Our leader, Frank, hit the bottle. I remember it all now when I look at you. I heard about what you did for this city, and I think you're only getting started.